is my On1 Free Ranger. It's my long-term gravel companion. It's a full carbon bike and I've had it for around 4 years. I want to show you what it's all about, the changes I've made and why it's been such a great bike and such a good companion. So let's dig in. Okay, so I've had this on one for 4 years and it has gone through an awful lot of changes in that time and an awful lot of adventures. It's done thousands of miles with me. It's had many changes to its tyres, drivetrain, setup, bars, etc. And it's time to dig in and talk a little bit about why I think this is one of the greatest value carbon gravel bikes around. Even now, it's a successful machine for me. I love it. We're actually just going through a bit of a renaissance. So I thought it'd be time for a bike check. So let's get into the detail. Okay, so let's kick off with the drivetrain. I bought this bike with a SRAM Force setup. That includes carbon cranks, 11-speed drivetrain and hydraulic discs. The levers up front in the cockpit are also carbon. Cassette out back is 1142 and up front I've swapped the standard 42 setup for a 36 tooth chainring. This gives me just a little bit more ability to spin on the climbs and I don't feel that I lose too much when I'm on the flats. This makes this bike a great companion for all-day rides, multi-day bikepacking setups. That was always the intention, that this bike would do it all. And while we're on that drivetrain, I'm still rocking the original 160mm rotors with centre lock hubs. This provides plenty of stopping power even for my massive frame. So we've still got the 160 at the back and the 160 at the front, still more than capable. Would I upgrade this to a 180? Consider it, but at the moment I don't feel the need. So as I mentioned before, the frame and fork are full carbon. The frame's actually made by a company called Carbonda, and this is exactly the same bike as the Tavosi Cafazzo that Dave rides and also the Ridley Canzo, which just shows that this thing must be capable if all these different brands have put their name on it. Mine, as you can see, is finished in what appears to be either something left over from the British Leyland catalogue in the 70s, or, as On1 likes to put it, the inside colours of a cream egg. Now, as standard, the On1 Free Ranger comes with Planetex's in-house Selkoff finishing kit. I've swapped out all of mine bar the stem, including the seat post, which has gone in place of this unbranded carbon 27.2mm seat post, which I bought on a bit of a whim, but has actually stayed the course and holds that saddle, which is a Pro Logo Nago, firmly in place. Now the Nago saddle, this is the Nago Pro and is a new addition to this bike and something that I'm trying to see how I get on with it. Previously I've run 2 different Brooks cambiums, no, 3 different Brooks cambiums and also a charged spoon, all of which I've enjoyed. The Brookses are taking a bit of a battering, so they've started to creak. So I thought when I saw this, just to try something a little different. It's a little narrower than what I normally ride, but so far it's pretty darn comfortable. However, it's up front where the finishing kit just becomes that little bit more special. These are some custom made carbon drops with a flat top made for Dave at Pickering's Bikes, featuring their shop logo. They're 42 centimeters wide, which is a little narrower than I normally ride, but they do suit me really nicely. The flare is great, it's comfortable on the top and in the drops, and it's internally rooted, so it's got a lovely, nice, smooth look up front. Now the profile of these bars is great. It's really swept out wide, and it's just got a little bit of some Psychology bar tape that's been on there for years, just to finish it off. It's orange with some cool colours on it. I love it, and I don't want to take it off almost for sentimental reasons, even though it's battered, because it's what I had on the bike when I went and did King Alfred's Way and various other adventures. Because we've got that internal routing, I've shown it off by only wrapping just sort of halfway up and a little bit above the levers. You can also see the SRAM Force levers there, the carbon, lightweight. The hood's on the SRAM, really nice place to be as well. Now the custom carbon goodies don't stop there. The wheels are also handmade by Dave at Pickering's Bikes in Measham, and these were his very first set of carbon gravel wheels. They kind of sent my way for me to see, in all honesty, if I could break them. Thousands of miles later, and all we've had to do is adjust the tensions on the rear wheel. That's it. They have been phenomenally good. I can't actually remember the profile on these, but I know they've got a lovely, lovely smooth matte finish, and they do just set the bike off so well. They're laced to Novatec hubs, and these Novatec hubs are 12mm through axle front and rear, and this bike isn't boost or road boost spacing, it's standard. These hubs sometimes get a hard time from some critics. For me, they've been fantastic. The only thing we've done is upgrade the seal cartridge bearings with enduro bearings just over time, and that has proved a worthy upgrade to keep these wheels rolling beautifully. While I'm on the wheels, there are also sapim spokes and brass nipples, so it's all quality stuff. Now for tyres and tubes, because it's exceptionally dry at the moment, I'm trying out rolling a set of budget Continental contact speeds. These are 42C in profile, and I've got them set up with TPU Cyclami tubes because I found they're the best TPU tube at the moment for me. Now, although these aren't a gravel specific tyre, I felt like these might be a good thing to try because they've got that sort of snakeskin pattern similar to the Schwalbe G1 all-rounds that I was running for the urban trip. So far, they've been pretty good, and they've got a little bit of puncture protection as well. But, gonna be dead honest, they're not a keeper. Oh, while we're on the subject of tyres, the Free Ranger has bags of tyre clearance, absolutely loads. As you can see from the gap there, you can see that these are capable of handling some big tyres. Anything up to a 2-inch mountain bike tyre will sit quite comfortably in here, although I think a 45C is the sweet spot. As standard, the Free Ranger came with a 38C Panaracer, which totally destroyed the bike's performance. I did one single ride on these before they got hung up and left. But, you know, bike's made to a price point, right? Other cool bits for me, the bottle cages. These are Blackburn titaniums. I think they're Blackburn branded, can't remember. Titanium bottle cages, just cool. Happened to have these on another bike and thought, why not, we'll chuck them on here. Now, for day rides like we go on, I've got 2 bags to carry all my kit. I've got an alpkit frame bag and an alpkit top tube bag. These are the handmade ones. The actual frame bag isn't meant to be laced on like you see there. It did have Velcro straps, but they used to catch my legs, so I've relaced it on. These are great bags. A lot of you may carry less for a day ride, but bear in mind I often film my rides and things. I need room for my cameras and all my spares. And being a bike mechanic, I always carry a little bit more to help others out as well, if I can. The alpkit bags are great, although I will be honest, the top tube bag never stays where it should. The offerings from Restrap, especially the race bags, are actually way better, and they're what I run on my other gravel bike. But just being able to buy handmade British kit is great, and I think they suit the bike with that sort of brown colour. For the lacing, I just used a guy line off my tent when bike packing, and it's been on there ever since. It was actually just a line off the tarp, and it works quite well being that it's orange. Never bothered to change it, but it's good. The frame bag definitely better than the top tube bag. For nav, I'm using a Garmin Edge Explore 2 with a battery pack in the frame bag as well, because these things, although they are really good, compared to the 520, the Edge Explore 2 just doesn't have the battery life. Oh, and it's hiding one other cool thing. Underneath there, I've got my Bentley Components Gravel Wanker brass top cap. If you haven't seen Bentley Component stuff, it's flipping awesome. Well, you've seen the spec. You can see what I was trying to get at with the build. I was going for lightweight, carbon, nimble, responsive bike. But what's it like to live with? Well, out on the trails, this is a very capable bike. We have been through thousands of miles, King Alfred's Way, Pedder's Way, all the big names we've done on this bike. Local bridleways, deep water. We have thrown everything at this. I've had frozen water in my carbon rims, and I've had seized bearings left, right and centre, and this bike has handled it all. Snow, ice, gravel, all of it. It's been a great fun companion through summer dusty rides and gloopy winter trails. Tyre choice is key with this bike, as with any gravel bike. These semi-slicks, great for this time of year when it's dry and dusty. When the winter comes, I want to get as much knobbly on there as possible if I'm going to ride it. In all honesty, with the Vagabond now in the fleet, this will get retired in the winter months and get a well-earned break. The bike is very responsive, and the carbon additions of the handlebars and the seat post do help to take away the trail buzz. Overall, it weighs in 9-ish kilos. It's a lightweight machine. I've set the gearing up for my tastes, and overall the SRAM is pretty good to live with. I'm not a huge SRAM fan, but it's okay. When this wears out, I'm going to swap to GRX and probably add a double, because I've noticed Dave runs a double on his Tifosi and it does seem to give him a little bit more to work with. But overall, it's a great bike. I've got to be happy with it. I've had it for 4 years and it's been in regular rotation. So if you're thinking of a full carbon bike, you know, second hand could be a really good buy for you. I'm going to sign off now, so I hope your next ride is downhill, smooth tarmac, keep your wheels spinning, your rubber on the road, or your knobblies, sort of, on the trail. Be safe out there, look out for one another, be a good human being first and an even better cyclist second. If you get a minute, it'd be amazing if you could like and subscribe, but don't let any of that get in the way of you getting out and riding your bike. This has been Downhill Smooth Tarmac. Thank you for watching.